Welcome to NARUC's first live webinar on small-scale LNG shipping. As part of the U.S. Asia Gas Partnership and Asia Age Initiative, today we are launching the webinar series related to natural gas regulatory frameworks, infrastructure, and markets. These webinars are supported by the United States Agency for International Development. We encourage you to ask questions during the presentations by typing your questions on the right side of your screen. It will take about 1 minute for your questions to appear on the screen, and our speakers will respond to them. It is our honor to present to you our guest speakers, Mr. Eduardo Perez Orue of Small LNG Shipping Consultants and Mr. Andreas Thanos of the Massachusetts Department of Public Utilities. Thank you.
Thank you, Emilia. I will be the one starting today. Let me organize the screen a little bit, and I will start the presentation. Andreas will present after me. And as Emilia was saying, please feel free to ask questions anytime. We will have a little delay on the presentation once from the moment you ask the question until the moment we get it ourselves. So please do it as soon as you can, so we can answer them while we are live. So we are going to have this webinar on small scale LNG shipping. I will start presenting this part, and of course this is sponsored by the USAID and organized by NARUC. That will probably be one of the first ones to initiate the change, and a lot of people will start looking at the smaller terminals and the role of the newcomers to the market. No. Another thing that I wanted to mention is this is 3 days from Bali, and what I'm saying here is that between the two main containment systems are graphically is like this. On the right you have the membrane, and on the left you have the most tank, and then we have availability of those ships. Those ships today are not available. This is not a market like the big ships where you can find a ship immediately carries all the 50 plus ships in the world today. And flames or anything. The way the ships are designed, the gas will evaporate very fast because it gets liquefied at very low temperatures. It was built in Texas, 2,200 cubic meters, and this makes sense for shallow draft damage. Who is benefiting and who is being damaged by that protection? I think those are fair questions to ask. And questions we'll try to do our best to answer them. Both Andreas and myself, and that was it for me. So thank you.
Thank you, Eduardo. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good night, depending on which time zone you're at. Eduardo had a very complete and full presentation on small-scale LNG, and that's great. But I understand that a lot of the members of the audience are government representatives or are affiliated with government. Cabotage, it's a fantastic discussion that you can price it. There are many ways of pricing it. Nobody has agreed to all. Not everyone has agreed to one type of price. And actually, we talked about safety. LNG has proven historically to be a very safe option. Much in terms of destruction, if you will, of the LNG facilities. Nothing came about that to start thinking about our regulatory considerations like the market structure. Will the storage facility, how are we going to structure the market? Yes, build the facility, but then what? Use basically to meet peak demand, not necessarily a good alternative for competition purposes, because ownership. You don't want. I personally would not want to be, as a regulator, to be dealing with an entity like Armenia does, Gazprom with a child of Gazprom with a child's child.
Is Anchor there? Do they have digital positioning, or is birth somewhere, or how is that? That will add some difficulty. In most cases, it's a very simple.
They were too busy. I was going to go there head first, talk to them, but they were too busy.
So, thank you all for your time.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, let's bring Emilia back to the discussion. Also, I think we.
Thank you, Eduardo and Andres, for such an interesting presentation. We would like to take this opportunity to extend our appreciation to the United States Agency for International Development for supporting our programs, and to you as our guests today, and to all of the participants for joining us. We'll look forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.